Saudi Arabia is spanking Biden and his administration. Why? Because ever since Biden got into office, Saudi Arabia has been walking away from the US dollar, away from the dollar trade for oil, moving into BRICS. And now we have a story about them secretly buying gold. Now, the gold story is absolutely massive for people like me and probably people like you. Type gold if you agree, because the more countries and central banks that are buying gold, it means the more demand, the better, the higher the price, right? Not always because of naked short selling and things like that, but on the whole, Preparation H does feel good. Let me know what movie that's from. And also, more buying pressure causes higher prices usually. This story's out of Zero Hedge. It's entitled Saudi Central Bank Caught Secretly Buying 160 Tons of Gold in Switzerland. Now, it's interesting because this comes on the heels of the story from China, where China was just discovered to be buying gold secretly. Why would they be doing it secretly? Because when you tell the world you're buying gold, everybody else freaks out and buys gold, and it causes the price to go up. See, they're a lot smarter than retail investors. So here's the point. When you start seeing these stories about, oh, we weren't buying gold, I don't know what you're talking about, and they keep buying gold, you understand where the world is going, all right? And I'm sorry, but it's hard to keep my enthusiasm in check. While I don't want to talk about our government. The Saudis have joined other Asian countries in ditching their long-term sensitivity to the gold price. Evidence suggests that Saudi Central Bank has been covertly buying 160 tons of gold in Switzerland since early 2022, contributing to the current gold bull market. Although the Saudis played a key role in the birth of the global dollar standard in the early 1970s, this time around, they may even become a linchpin for its dissolution. I believe that is already baked into the cake. When Saudi Arabia came out and said, hey, we're not renewing this agreement with this puppet government of the US, we're going to join the BRICS nations. And that was it. I believe that was the linchpin. Now, it says, until recently, Saudi Arabia's gold demand would decline when the gold market went up and strengthen when the price went south. And that is something that's so darn important. I'm not joking. You know, my broker, gold broker, I talk to her all the time. When gold price is tanking and silver price is tanking, you would think, I always come on videos and go, hey, today I'm buying. The ninja is buying. Not today, but when it was tanking. And I would ask her, and the phones are silent. But that's how it is in retail investing. That's why most people aren't rich, because they're buying when things go up, not when things go down. Think about NVIDIA stock. I'm just telling you, there's about to be a lot of bag holders. And when I say is about to, because I'm talking to retail investors, they're going to go, well, it didn't happen today. It didn't happen yesterday, Ninja. It's like, oh my gosh, yikes. But it's okay. It's all right. That's how it is. You'd think. But countries, like they're saying right here, Saudi Arabia, when the price goes down, they start buying. It's like crypto. I'm just saying, that's how we should all be thinking, all right? Type 1 if you agree. You should be buying things that you understand the fundamentals about when the price is on a dip, not when it's going up. All right, sorry, I digress. Type 2 if you're sick and tired of the ninja digressing. I'm sure there's gonna be tons of 2s. All right. This dampened volatility in the gold market, which for many decades was ruled by the West. Ever since the West immobilized Russia's dollar assets in February of 2022, those with diplomatic disagreements with the West are increasingly exchanging their dollars, and that's really important, for physical gold. See what I'm talking about when we were talking about for months and months? As countries walk away from the dollar, they start figuring out, what can we do with these dollars? Well, let's go buy farmland in America. Let's go buy gold, things like that. And it causes those things to go up. And there's going to be, again, coming, I believe, in the next year and a half, 2 years, a mini bout of hyperinflation where we see like over 25% inflation in this country because of a bunch of dollars swooning from other countries into the United States. Why? Because they can't get rid of them to other countries. You know, France goes, hey, we want to get rid of some of these dollars. And they go to Germany, and Germany's like, screw you, I'm trying to get rid of my dollars. And they go to Saudi Arabia, like, what are you talking about? That's not even a Saudi Arabian accent. My point being is that they're all going to come to the U.S. because the U.S. go like, hey, we'll sell you some stuff. And it's going to cause a little bit of a hyperinflation problem, okay? And you got to joke about it at this point because most people don't understand how this works. And because it's not happening today, if I say it's coming in the future, they think I'm a nutball. It's totally cool. The ninja is a nutball. You should not listen to anything I say. Don't take any advice. I won't even give it. Now it says here, during the entire rally from late 2022 until present, the Saudis have been a constant net importer, which has boosted the gold price. And think about what it's doing to the silver price. Just saying. The icing on the cake is that part of the flow into Saudi Arabia. The gold coming from Switzerland actually goes to the Saudi Central Bank, also known as the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, or the SAMA. Now, exposing the whole central bank hiding the gold. Here we go. Formally, any country's cross-border gold trade statistics refer to non-monetary metal, meaning privately owned. Monetary gold owned by central banks is exempt from being disclosed in trade numbers. So this is a big deal, right? Among industry insiders, SAMA is known for having accelerated secret gold purchases since 2022 by comparing the World Gold Council's estimates of total central bank buying to what the central banks report to have bought to the International Monetary Fund. We can conclude unreported purchases went through the roof starting in 2022. People familiar with the matter, but who prefer to stay anonymous, because they'll probably get whacked, told this author that this is largely due to PBOC and to the lesser extent of SAMA. So we've got a story here it's unfolding faster and faster every day, where these countries are hiding the fact that they're buying gold because they don't want the gold price to skyrocket. Well, the story's out about China. Now it looks like the story's coming out as reporters are digging into the numbers about Saudi Arabia. Well, who's next? You know, Russia just came straight out and said, I don't even know how to do Russian. We buy 7 times the amount of gold this month. Hoorah. That's what they just said. So all of these BRICS nations are shooting out a warning shot across the bow of all these other nations that are on the sidelines, you know, probably like Switzerland. And they're like, which way do we go? Because you have to see that you have Western powers that are trying to annihilate and cause war, right? That's what they're doing. And then you got all these other nations that are trying to come up with a common currency because the Western nations have weaponized their currency against the world, right? And these other countries are like, most of them just want to be left alone. Like, can we just get along? But they're sitting there going, hey, we need to fight this. And so they're coming up with their own currency, the BRICS nations. It's a big deal. Hey, if you like this kind of information, I thank you so much for sharing it. You guys are awesome. I like my gold numbers. My gold numbers, you know, I love gold. They're going up. And I think they're going to keep going up. Now, there could be dips. I believe there's going to be dips. But that's when you buy, when there's a dip, not when it goes up. Hopefully you got something out of this. The Economic Ninja is out.